Welcome back to another video. Hopefully all of you peoples are having a great day. It's really echoey in here. I was gonna quick say two things that I forgot to say, or one thing that I forgot to say and one thing that I changed my mind about in the last video. So first of all, I did get my scooter back. Some people were confused about that because I was horrible at explaining it, because to me, well, I got my scooter back, so I didn't think that I had to explain it because, you know, I had all the information about the story. That makes any sense. And then I had in the last video, I had a poll pop up in the corner that was asking if I should expose his friend for helping him try and steal something. I think, let me quick check. I think it was, okay, 96% said I should, 3% said I shouldn't. So I said that I would, but I changed my mind because I realized that I don't have any actual, like, I cannot prove that he was a part of it. So yeah, I'm probably not gonna do that. I'm gonna try and maybe still get his friend's name. I'm not really sure, but hopefully the police do something. I doubt they will, because, you know, they're kind of dealing with, like, somebody stealing something is way less significant than like a murder or kidnapping, or a murder and kidnapping combined. I also apologize for not posting recently. The reason for it being, the reason I'm blaming not posting recently on is I've been painting tons of 2x4s in wood, like all these 2x4s and all of these, and then this whole thing right here has been almost completely painted. I'm not painting the front though because I want to stay in that, and painting all of these, all 4 of them. I also bought all of these 2x4s. I believe there's around 26. Okay, so one thing that was really interesting about buying 2x4s that I realized, well, that somebody mentioned to me, was when I was planning to build this ramp, they were costing about $1.50 each for a 2x4. That was around in April. Around that time was the time that Trump put a tariff on Canadian lumber. So the prices went up. They about doubled because of that, I believe, and also demand also increased them a little bit, but the price went up quite a bit because of that. So this would have costed way less if I were to have bought all the wood when the Canadian tariffs weren't in place yet. Because I believe all this wood was about $80-ish. If I were to have got it though when the tariffs weren't in place, it would have been $40. So yeah. I also bought the rest of the bricks for the foundation. 2 of them are right there. The other ones are over here. There's 2 right there, 1 right there, 1 over there, and 1 more over there. Then I had to move this, so it's just sitting on the ground. So I think today I'm going to try and cut all of the 2x4s and start assembling some of the ramp parts. So those things right there, like, I'm gonna put the 2x4s across, and yeah, I think you know what I'm talking about. So I have everything set up then to cut the first length. In case you were wondering how many different lengths I need to cut and yeah, and stuff. This is a list of everything. Come on, focus camera. Yeah, that's everything I need to cut. That's a lot of boards. So I've got 46.5 measured out on here. What I basically did was I put a stop 46.5 inches away from this side of the blade. So from right there to the edge of the blade is 46.5 inches. So we can just put boards in there and then cut them all out at once. It makes it much easier if you have a stop, because then you don't have to measure each one. You just put it to the stop, then you cut it. These boards are about the right size, but they're like an 1/8 inch off, or 1/4 inch. So I'm just cutting off that extra 1/4 inch. Apparently that was all of the 2x4s I need cut in that length. That's how many there are. That would be 30 2x4s right there. So I moved all the 2x4s over here into that pile right there. That is 30 2x4s cut to 46.5. These ones are 8-foot boards that have 1.5 inches taken off on each So basically what's on that thing. Why does the wind always have to interrupt my video? So we have enough boards now cut, mostly-ish, to start assembling stuff. Although I just realized those boards over there aren't actually cut down to the right length. I need to cut off the 1.5 inches for the plywood. It makes sense once I start assembling it while I'm cutting it from 8 feet to like 94.5. More 2x4 cutting. I'll just like skip ahead. How about? So the last clip I realized I explained horribly. Basically the painted 2x4s were too long, so I still need to cut off like 1/2 inch, or no, 1.5 inches on each side, well, on one side. Now I need to seal the edges, or not the edges, the end with silicone. Basically I'm just gonna paint on silicone like I did in the last video. So new montage commencing, yeah. So if you didn't see my last video, all I'm doing to seal these ends of the 2x4s is you just mix silicone with water, and then you have silicone you can actually paint on. So it is about, no, actually almost exactly 2 hours later. I believe the silicone is dry. I got 2 of these sides propped up right there on top of the, yeah, the wind. I have them propped up with these 2x4s. I should say I had them propped up. So yeah, let me try to assemble it in the wind. Let's hope this works. So I finally have all the boards in place for this. It took a while. I do not have any boards at the top. The reason for it being, I'm gonna put one board right here. I'm not gonna have any boards in this corner though, because I plan to basically build a whole platform back here. And then, put another piece of plywood over there to cover up the platform. But it's gonna be a completely separate thing that I'm gonna then set in. I just thought it'd be stronger to do it like that. So it's gonna be one board here, and then it's just gonna be screwed into the platform over here. Then I need to drill out the spot for the coping right here. I should be borrowing a hole saw to drill out the coping spots in a few days. The reason why I always drill it out, or like use a jigsaw to cut it out, is because some people will just cut it out in a square. I think it looks not as good. So I try to cut it at a curve like this. It's just my personal opinion that it looks better like that. So that's what I'm doing. That's why I have not cut out these spots for it yet. It's because I don't have the hole saw to do it. It looks kind of hilarious with its multicoloredness over there, and this is white and then that's not white. And by the way, this right here is sealed. It just has a clear sealant on it, or whatever it's called. You know, I don't think I didn't mention where I got this paint. The reason for it being, you might be able to get a really good deal doing the same thing. So this place, it's like a Habitat for Humanity kind of, they sell stuff that you donate and then you buy it. All the profits go to like Habitat for Humanity. They're like secondhand building materials. Anyways, I found like 4 cans of paint like this. It was just white paint. It's exterior grade. It's actually meant for siding on houses. So, and normally that paint, like the people that bought it before I bought it probably paid like $50 a can. I paid $9. Those places are amazing to get like paint and primer and stuff. I'm gonna end the video here though because the sun's about to set and I still need to edit this. So thank you very much for watching. Sorry that it was such a short video. I think it's shorter-ish. I'm not really sure because I haven't edited it yet. I wanted to put out a video since it's been more than like a week since I put out a video. Thank you for watching. Like it if you liked it, subscribe if you liked it, share it if you liked it, and click over here for new videos and click here to subscribe. Thank you for watching. See ya.